Fresh Squeeze Noise Eurorack patch 21. That's right, we've made it to 21 of these patch from scratch videos. I just want to say I really appreciate everyone who's been watching, and we're just going to keep going. So, like usual, I have my ABCs going to the output mixer, Circadian Rhythm feeding the Tempi clock. I'm going to start with one of the Circadian Rhythm outs going to the trigger in of the Mutant bass drum, and then let's just take the distorted out from that, and then go into the mixer. Then we're going to start the loop and switch to 64 mode and add some steps. I'm going to make some adjustments to the kick. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take one more of the Circadian Rhythm outs and go into the closed hi-hat trigger. And then I'm going to take the output of that and go into the mixer. Then I'll switch to that channel and add some steps. Then I'm going to take the 3 out of Circadian Rhythms, go into the open hi-hat, and then I'm going to take the output of that and go into the mixer. Then I'll switch to that channel and add some steps. Now I gotta tweak some things. Next, I'm gonna take another Circadian Rhythm out and go into the trigger in of the snare. And then I'm going to take the output of that and go into the reverb from Audio Damage. Then I'll take the output of that and go into the mixer. Then we'll switch to that channel and add some steps. Next, I'm going to take the output of the sub of the STO and go into the channel 1 on the VCA from Dopefer. And I'm going to take the sum out and go into the mixer. Next, I'm going to take one of the Tempi outs and go into the trigger in on Maths. Then I'm going to take the 1 out and go to the CV on the QVCA, and we're going to adjust the settings here. Next, I'm going to take one of these Tempi outs and go to the X clock on Rene, and then I'm going to take the QVCA out of there and go into the 1 volt per octave on the STO. Next, I'm gonna take another one of the Tempi outs and go to the clock in on the micro sequence from Pittsburgh. I'm gonna hit run, and then I'm going to divide that down. Then I'm gonna take the pitch out of that and go into the 1 volt per octave on Braids. And then I'm going to take the output of that and run it over to the binary filter from Pittsburgh. And then I'm gonna take the output of that and go into clouds. Then I'm going to take the output of that and go into the mixer. Next, I'm going to take the gate out from the micro sequence and go into the trigger in of Maths. And then I'm going to take 4 out and I'm going to go into the color of Braids. Just to change things up a bit, I'm going to take from Braids that goes to the filter, and then I'm going to take the filter that goes to clouds. I'm actually going to run that into Dub Junior, and then I'm going to run Dub Junior out and then into clouds. So there's a delay before clouds. Next, I'm going to take this triangle wave out of this LFO and just send it to the timbre and have it go really slow, so there's just a little bit of movement on the timbre. Next, I'm going to take the Unity out from the channel 4's trigger in, and I'm going to send it to the 1 volt per octave on clouds. Next, I'm going to take one more of the Circadian Rhythm outs and run it into the trigger in on Grandpa. Then I'll take the output of that and run it to the mixer. Then I'm going to find a patch that I like. Then I'll switch to that channel and add some steps. I'll take another one of the Circadian Rhythm outs and go into the other trigger in on Grandpa. Then I'm going to find a patch that I like for that one. Now I'll switch to that channel and add some steps. again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to fine tune this series, so if you have any comments or thoughts or questions, please leave those below. Again, subscribe if you like what you're seeing, and again, I really appreciate it. Thanks.